Hello, everyone. This is Yoko. In this channel, I'll be sharing information in English that I've gathered on events happening in China, as they may not be widely known in other countries. I gather information from various media sources, so I would appreciate your opinions in the comments about the content of the videos. If you find it interesting, please subscribe to the channel and show your support. This time, I'd like to talk about China's military development. Currently, in China, approximately 1 billion people are earning less than 2,000 yuan per month. This signifies that a significant portion of the population is not benefiting from China's economic development. Ultimately, the Chinese Communist Party uses funds acquired through the process of economic growth for military development, espionage activities, and other clandestine operations. In simple terms, they use money to exert a negative influence on the world. Consequently, China has been heavily investing in its military, affecting not only its relationship with Japan but also escalating tensions with neighboring countries like Taiwan and India. Let's take a look at the amount of money China spends on its defense budget. This information has been reported in the media, and the provided article is from March of last year, stating a figure of 30 trillion yen in Japanese currency. Similar reports have been seen in Japanese media, giving the impression that China is allocating a significant amount of money to its military development. However, it's important to note that this figure doesn't accurately represent China's aspirations for military development. Today, I want to discuss the research and development of weapons that are currently taking place in China. After that, I'll introduce a topic that is gaining attention in this field. First, please take a look at this article on China's adjustable rocket development. Many may already be aware that China is developing such rockets as part of its space development program. However, these developments also serve military purposes. The photo of the rocket shows the inscription China Emperor Code, indicating that China's space development is not solely managed by the military but by an entity called the China Orbital Key Group. This is an enterprise group separate from the military, much like how industrial development is managed by the China Industrial Group and aviation development is handled by the China Aviation Industrial Group. These enterprise groups are massive and differ significantly from private companies. While individuals from these groups may work on projects such as rocket development, personnel affiliated with the military may also work within these enterprises. The funding for these enterprises comes from a separate account, distinct from the officially declared defense budget. So, the funds used for military research and development are managed by organizations led by Chinese government officials. Despite being associated with the military, these entities operate independently and are funded separately from the defense budget. The evaluation of these funds is subject to varying opinions among foreign researchers and organizations watching China. However, it is commonly suggested that the amount spent on military research and development is at least as much as China's declared defense budget. Thus, China is a country that allocates a significant amount of money to its military. In this context, the attention is drawn to the salary cuts in major companies involved in China's military research, as mentioned earlier. Individuals working in these companies, despite being employed in the epicenter of military research and development emphasized by the Communist Party regime, have garnered significant attention as their salaries are being reduced, despite being considered stable government jobs. Now, as mentioned earlier, these types of companies have personnel exchanges with the military. People working in such places may be sent to the military or serve as personnel to convey the military's needs. In other words, working for these enterprises means being closely associated with the military. Therefore, if salaries are reduced in research institutes, there is speculation that salaries within the military may also be cut. The reason military salaries are highly scrutinized is that under a dictatorship, security forces and paramilitary units are considered the most protected. This is an officially acknowledged perspective of the Chinese Communist Party. The Chinese military is not just China's military but is positioned as the military of the Communist Party, existing to protect the party rather than defending China for the sake of the Chinese people. If someone within China tries to harm the Communist Party, it is the role of the military to eliminate that individual. In the past, there has been a debate about whether the military belongs to China or to the Communist Party, and those taking a stance as part of the Chinese military have been considered opposing the mainstream Communist Party view, leading to their exclusion. For the Communist Party, the military is crucial for its protection, and therefore, they ensure favorable treatment to prevent discontent within the military. Police forces follow a similar pattern. Security forces, armed with weapons, are treated differently from other civil servants due to the potential danger they pose. However, reducing the salaries of military personnel is a significant event. Furthermore, the income of Chinese military personnel is unique. It varies based on factors such as the region they are stationed in, whether they work in a base near urban areas or in border areas. This income is divided between funds provided by the central government and funds supplied by local governments. For instance, subsidies for working in harsh natural environments, like Tibet, are provided by local governments rather than the central government. However, due to financial difficulties, local governments are cutting down on subsidies, leading to a decrease in the actual income of those working in such regions. In the context of a dictatorship where maintaining the loyalty of the military is crucial, these reductions in military incomes may lead to challenges. Military personnel are experiencing income reductions, and there are concerns about potential disruptions in military functions, including the possibility of internal equipment smuggling becoming more prevalent. The weakening of the military could also contribute to a deterioration in domestic security. Additionally, the economic issues in China go beyond a simple lack of funds. The potential for social unrest and security problems is closely connected to the economic challenges. The uncertain outlook for improvement in China's economy raises concerns, and if the situation worsens or persists, it may lead to significant societal and security issues. This concludes our discussion for this time. Until next time.